Hi, my name's Paul Wilson. I'm the creator of Swing Machine Golf and the director of the Paul Wilson Golf School at Bears Best Las Vegas. In this tip, I want to talk again about uncoiling in your downswing. So what I'm getting at is, I've done a couple tips now. First off, I talked about coiling your shoulders. So we coiled our shoulders, and then I got you to uncoil your lower body. So I just want to clarify this a little bit more for you, because it is a little bit of a tricky thing if you've never done it before. Now, typically, the average person, when they go to hit a golf ball, they're hitting the ball solely with their hands and arms. Okay? They're going up to the top like this and just basically whacking at the golf ball. Okay? If they actually do get through it a little bit, their foot may come off the ground a little tiny bit here, but still the hips haven't really rotated properly, and they're leaving a lot of weight back on this side. So what I want you to do, I want you to understand exactly what is happening in the lower body, okay? So as we coil back in our backswing, let's just use a 90-degree shoulder rotation for this example. I know there's people that cannot turn 90 degrees, but if that's you, then only go to 80 degrees. So if you had an 80-degree shoulder rotation, it would be 80, 40, 20, and 0. Your feet are planted on the ground. If you can turn 90, it's 90, 45, 22 and a half, and 0. Okay, so on a 90-degree shoulder rotation, what's happening is you've gone to the top of your backswing and your hips have turned 45 degrees. Now, from the moment you hit the top of the backswing to the golf ball in a golf swing, that is about a quarter of a second in time. As we go from this position to impact in a better player's golf swing, their hips are going to be pointed 45 degrees this way. That means that in a quarter of a second, we need 90 degrees rotation of your lower body in order to generate the kind of club head speed that we need to hit the ball a long way. Now, what I commonly see people doing, they hit the ball with their hands and arms, so they may go back and get their hips turned to 45 on the way back. But by the time they hit the golf ball, their hips are basically facing the ball. So their hips aren't rotating fast enough to create the uncoil that I'm talking about, and they don't get that snapping action. Really, they just end up hitting the golf ball with their hands and arms. And the telltale sign there, if we look from this angle, is when an average player hits a golf ball, when they hit it, they're always flat-footed on this foot at the moment they hit the ball. So if I'm here like this, and I am flat-footed on that foot, my hips are not able to turn as much through the shot. So we want this heel, this right heel, coming off the ground about 3 or 4 inches with irons and about 5 or 6 inches with woods, because our lower body is turning. When the lower body turns, the heel starts coming off the ground because this leg is coming over to meet the other leg. So a long time ago, I did a series of clinics, and I had 350 people go through these clinics, and I analyzed every one of their golf swings. Every single person out of the 350, except for one guy, was flat-footed on that right foot at contact. So every one of them looked like that when they were hitting the ball. The one guy was a 6 handicap. He was actually coming off of the heel as he hit the golf ball. So that's a major, major difference in a good player's swing versus an average player's swing. So we want to be up here like this, and then we want to be turning our lower body right away so we get our hips turned to about 45 degrees when we're hitting the golf ball. And as you can see, if we turn that much, you're going to end up seeing the left cheek here at contact. Okay, so if I just go like this and I hit it like that, you're not going to see the left cheek. Okay, if I turn, you're going to see the left cheek here as you hit the golf ball. This heel is coming off the ground and it's coming around to meet the other leg. Another telltale sign is at the very top of the backswing, we're in our fully rotated position. Now, by the time my left arm hits parallel to the ground, right here, you would not be able to see my left leg. And that's because my first move is to do this. Okay, that's my first move in my golf swing. So you can't see my left leg right now because I've already turned 45 degrees in about a split second. Okay, so if I was up here and I was trying to hit the ball with my arms, you'd see my left leg at that point in your swing. So if you have a video camera, it would be a good idea to take a video of your swing from this angle, okay? You hit a shot like this and see if, freeze it, go frame by frame and check it out at this moment right here, right there, when your arms hit your left arm hits parallel to the ground. I guarantee you, you will see that left leg. In a pro's swing, you will not see the leg because they've gone to the top like this, they've turned their body to start the initial move down, and then by the time they hit the ball, they're 45 more degrees rotated. So they've turned 90 degrees, had 90 degrees rotation in a quarter of a second. And that is one of the major pieces that you're missing. Instead of doing that, you're just hitting with the hands and arms, and you're not getting the same kind of power in your golf swing. So if you really want to develop this power, you have to get the uncoil happening a lot faster and a lot sooner in your golf swing, and a lot more actually, because you're going to be turned more through the shot. Okay, so let's take a look from this angle. From here, just remember, we're coiling our upper and then we're uncoiling our lower. So a good drill that you can work on is just going to the top like this. You feel that your hips have turned, and then you literally take your belt buckle like this and just start turning it back to the ball right here. Okay, so we go to the top like this, turn your hips back to the ball. Okay, that's a great way to get that initial first 45 degrees rotation in that initial downswing movement. So remember, once this arm, this left arm, hits parallel to the ground right here, I need my hips back to the ball. Okay, so that would be a great drill you could practice. Now, one thing I just want to clarify, I don't think the average person realizes how fast this movement is. Now, don't be scared if you can't do it all that fast. If you can't, you just have to at least do the move. Okay, so just at least feel something happening here, and you're going to see the benefits of that as well. But if you're in half decent shape and you can do these moves without hurting yourself, then definitely try to get this lower body moving a lot faster in your downswing, okay? Instead of just hitting at it with your hands and arms. Okay, so what I want to clarify there is just the fact that I am really moving my lower body to hit the golf ball. The way I describe it is an unmistakable sensation that I hit the ball with my lower body, not my hands and arms. It's not, did I feel it? Yeah, I kind of felt. No. It is unmistakable that I'm using this and not using this. My arms are just going along for the ride. They are absolutely powerless. Okay, I feel nothing in my arms and I feel everything in my lower body, especially my right leg and right side, because I'm using that to hit the ball. Okay, so we've got a drill where we go to the top like this and we just point our belt buckle back to the ball. You can also do swings off the ground. Hold it up in the air, feel the body get ahead of the golf club. If I do it from this angle, you'll see my body will move, then my golf club comes whipping through. So right here, body, then the club. Body, then the club. Okay, what I commonly see is everybody swinging everything at the same time. Okay, if you do that, you're really not going to create that whipping action. We need our body or our axis ahead of the mass, which is the golf club. Okay, so our axis is going to turn, which allows the mass to follow it. If I turn this faster, I get even more whipping action. Okay, so hopefully you're starting to understand it. I am hitting that golf ball by using my lower body. At the moment I hit the top of the backswing, I'm not thinking of hitting anything. I'm thinking of turning my body. By the time I get to impact, my hips are 45 degrees rotated, minimum. And if they're just pointing at the ball, you're really not going to generate any kind of power. Okay, so what you would like to do is get the lower body moving. Another great drill you can do is taking, just first off, just like this, just hold your club at an impact and just lift this heel off the ground. Okay, because that's what we want to feel when we're at our impact position. Just lift the heel like this, off the ground. You can see how my hips are turning. Okay, they're on a 45-degree angle now. My heel is off the ground. Then you can actually hit balls like that. Just tee up your ball, go to the top like this, lift your heel, okay, lift it, and then hit. If one of the main things that the average person is doing that a pro is not doing, if they're keeping their heel on the ground, it would be a great drill to just lift the heel and then hit the shot. At least you're getting off of that foot, and you can get better at it as you keep practicing it. So from this angle here, I go to the top like this, I lift the heel, okay, I lift it like that, then I hit my ball. Okay, I go to the top, I lift, and then I hit the shot. I'm trying to do that because when I hit a golf ball, I am off of this heel when I hit contact, okay? So at impact here, I'm up at the top. When I make that movement, I am turned with my body, which pulls me off of that heel, and I'm not hitting it in a flat-footed position. Okay, so just take it to the top, lift the heel, hit. As you keep getting better at it, keep getting it smoother and smoother and smoother, understanding that you're trying to do that because we want to bring this leg over, which turns our hips into that fully rotated position. Okay, so hopefully you understand it. I just wanted to clarify what it takes to use the lower body to hit the ball. It's a lot more effort than you think. If you are tight or you've got a physical injury or that sort of thing, you're probably not going to be able to do this as fast, okay? So just do your best, just at least be thinking down here. Keep the arms relaxed, and you too will be able to generate a lot of club head speed. I truly hope you've enjoyed this free tip. If you'd like to watch more of my tips just like this one, please consider joining Ignition Golf. For a low monthly or yearly fee, you'll have access to hundreds of my tips to help you gain more distance, improve consistency, and develop an amazing short game. You'll also have access to the new dashboard that allows you to save any of the tips to your own custom to-do list so you can access them at any time in the future and know exactly what you should be working on. To join Ignition Golf, please click the big orange button right below this video, and I'll see you on the other side.